Can you guys hear me? Okay, now you're doing the most. Hold on. All right, can y'all hear me? I'm just been talking. This thing been on mute the whole time. Can y'all hear me now? Comment and let me know if you can hear me. Anyway, I wanted to welcome you guys to Luxe Avenue, the podcast. If you are visiting for the first time, Luxe Avenue is strictly living our best lives to the God given capability that we have, right? It has nothing to do with a monetary, materialistic, anything. Lux Avenue is all about living our lives to the best of our God given ability because that is a true luxury to me, okay? Again, like I was saying before, I realized I was on mute this whole time talking to y'all. Happy New Year. Welcome to the year 2023, which is kind of what we're going to be talking about today. Because I feel like, well, let's just dive on in there. Let's dive on in there, right? You know how we say, new year, new me, that thing, new year, new me. But then when a year go on by, we realize it's been the same us for the past 20 years, for the past 10, 15 years, right? So um, I want to help us to actually stick to that saying, new year, new me. Because with every year, there should be a learned lesson. There should be, um, stuff that we grow from and progress through for that new year, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Again, welcome everybody. Hey, happy new year. I see y'all in the comments. Thank you for tuning in again. If this is your first time tuning in, again, welcome to Luxe Avenue, the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Aisha Always TV. Like this video and also share this with everybody you know. I don't care how old, how young, share with everybody you know, okay? So, again, um, this is a new, of course, it's a new year, right? But it's also going to be a new beginning for me personally. If you feel like it's going to be a new beginning for you, I want you to comment and tell me as well. But it's definitely going to be a new beginning for me. There's a lot of things that, um, listen, what do I say every time I get on here about the year 2022? It was a what? A doozy. Okay. The year 2022 has been a doozy for your girl. However, we made it, saints. We made it. God has taught me some things. He showed me. He showed me areas that I thought I was cool, but I needed to fix. I learned a lot. And with everything that I learned in the year 2022, new year, new me, 2023 is in full effect. Do you hear me? Full effect. Like it's I'm no longer going to make statements as such and not act on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of being stagnant. I'm tired of being inconsistent. I'm tired of um just not living my life to the best of my God given ability. Hello. So that's what I plan to talk about tonight on how we can incorporate that, how we can move forward from that and progression, right? Y'all know I got my trusted dusty notebook, okay? Um, so what I wanted to encourage you guys to do is going into the new year, right? I um took the time to write out everything. I didn't plan first. I didn't plan first. What I did was I took the time to sit and write out everything that I learned within that year, right? I took the time out and wrote everything that I learned within that year, what it taught me. Excuse me. And with that, I was able to see where I progressed and also where I still needed to, or where I was still learning at. Because some things, like, oh, I got that lesson, I passed that flying colors. It was some areas, it was like, we still need to work on that one. You know what I mean? We still need to work on that one. So once I did that, I was able to then go ahead and plan for this new year, new me attitude to where I can visibly see what this new me would look like, basically. Because the good book, y'all know I'm gonna always take it back to the Bible. The good book says, write the vision and make it plain. So I take that to heart now because ever since I started literally writing my thoughts, writing my visions and everything that God has given me, I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess the book tells us to do it for a reason because I don't, like I said, I don't know what it is, but once I write it down, it is literally like it's in stone, so I have to do it. Does that make sense? Like, it's literally I have to do it now because I took the time to write it down. Um, it is on paper. Like I have to do it. So that's something that helped me to develop the new year, new me attitude. And to stick with it. Because that's the thing. We all say it. We say it every single year. But our problem is we don't stick to it. Right? So that's that. And then another thing that I chose to do, which it's kind of an obvious thing that we need to do, but we're not intentional enough to actually make it happen. So what I intentionally chose to do was to anything that happened to me, that was negative, like all the negative things that happened to me, through me, whatever, intentionally choose to leave that back in 2022 because it's one thing to learn from it, it's another thing to live in it. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about, sorry, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about it's okay to feel what you're feeling, right? But the issue comes in where we choose to live in that feeling or live in that mistake that we made, live in that whatever that negative energy is. We can't stay and live in that space. We have to continuously progress. And what does progress mean? To move forward. So that's why what I intentionally choose to do this year, it started honestly before the new year even came in. However, and y'all know I got allergies, so if you see my eye running, that's all right. But however, like I said, I made the choice to intentionally leave all the negative things that happened in the year 2022 is staying there. And me and the new me are moving forward to the year 2023. Okay? So I encourage you guys, whatever happened, I don't care. When I tell y'all, I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened. I care about you and your progression. I don't care what happened. You leave it in the year 2022, okay? We can't go back. We can't reclaim that time. I don't care what Auntie says. We cannot reclaim that time. We can't. So here's what I said this earlier actually to myself. I said, if God graced me to move forward into 2023, why would I choose to stagnate myself and stay in the past year? I'm hindering myself. If the world tries to do that on its own, I'm not going to add to that. I'm going to be the one to fight back and be like, you, whether, know your triggers, know all of that, but do not allow yourself to be stagnant and to stay in the mind frame or in the I lost my train of thought. But just don't come up out of 2022, okay? Move on with the rest of us, basically. Come on over. Come on over. Move on with the rest of us into the year 2023. And as the years go forward, keep moving with us. Don't let us have to drag you by the collar or drag you by your pearls, drag you by your chain, fellas, because it's for y'all too. Let's come on over into the year 2023 and make this new year, new me stick. Okay? So, with that being said, um, and it's crazy because in that reflection of how I was going to um, move forward in life, I had a very, very, very interesting revelation as of recent, actually. And if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I posted it there. Um, but just the other day, like my bishop or whatnot, shout out to NZT, New Zion Temple, hello. My Bishop Brendan A. Jacobs Sr. and First Lady Vivian Jacobs, we just got out of 7 days of prayer, right? Much needed. Don't get me wrong. Much needed. Much needed, okay? But your girl is tired. I'm tired. I've had little to no sleep because, for one, the 7 days of prayer was intense every single day. Every single day. And not only that, but your girl got three little ones, 5 and under. Nobody warned me to not do that, okay? But with that being said, your girl is tired. I've had little to no sleep within the last since 2023 started. Let's just since Christmas, honestly. Since Christmas, I've had little to no sleep, like real, if I can get my words together, real rest, for real. And the other day, I was just, my attitude was horrible. Horrible. I can admit my attitude was horrible. And I was very irritable. I just, it was horrible. It was horrible. And some people may not have even noticed, but because I've gone through therapy and recognized that I had anger issues and dealt with all of that, I can recognize more or quicker. I can recognize quicker when I'm more irritable and anger starts to rise up and bubble up, right? So I'm just in. I was sitting on my bed and I was just like, okay, sis, you been going through these 7 days of prayer. They've been amazing. You know, just being in the presence and just in the fields, right? Why are you like this? Like, why are you so irritated? Why are you so angry? Why are you like, what's happening? And I sat there and thought about it. I'm tired. I am tired. And it's not even just like, oh, I'm mentally tired. No, no, like I'm tired from lack of sleep. I'm tired from lack of rest. So I was like, wait, I started kind of thinking back over the last few years where my anger issues have really been off the charts. And I was like, all of this has been from lack of rest. The book clearly states, and I'm not quoting verbatim because y'all know I don't, but in a nutshell, God encourages and dang near commands us to rest. And I see why. I see why. Because, honey, I don't know about y'all, but when sis is tired and don't get no sleep, no rest, and sometimes no food, it's a little grizzly bear that lives in here. I'm like, girl, what is happening? So this was just like something that literally like the light bulb went on. And I was like, Aisha, you're irritable. or you feel angry, you have an attitude simply because you lack rest. You lack rest. Your body is physically tired. So you're sitting here trying to be a mother to three little ones who all require 100%, 100% attention, right? You're trying to do things for work, do things for business, do things for ministry, and then just be a good friend, a good sister, daughter, all of that. And then, you got your own personal things you're going through. And it's like, girl, your body needs rest. Your body needs rest. Like, I just wanted a nap. I wanted a nap. So I kid y'all not. Today's Monday. So yesterday, when I got out of church, baby, I put them babies we ate lunch, brunch, whatever it was. I put them babies in the bed, and I took me a good old fashioned after Sunday church nap. When I tell y'all I have not taken a nap like that in forever, and when I woke up, I had energy. I felt amazing. I was happier. I'm trying to tell y'all, that book called the Bible. Y'all can make it churchy, do whatever y'all want to do. Me, I'm gonna take it as literal as possible. That book say get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest because it's clearly telling us these things for a reason. I was mind blown at how simple that was, but how we take things like that for granted because it's so simple, right? A lot of problems could be solved if we got the sufficient amount of rest. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So I would encourage you guys to schedule, if you have, like, if you're one of those type of people where you just do so much, so much, so much, so much that you literally have to schedule every single event. Like, you got to schedule when you wake up, you got to schedule when you eat breakfast, when you do stuff for the kids. Like, everything is literally in a planner as a to-do list. Put a nap on there. Put a nap on there, okay? A nap, a good one. At least an hour. At least an hour. Because I don't know about y'all, but I can never go like right to sleep when I lay down. It takes me a good 15 minutes unless I'm just like that sleepy to where I can't keep my eyes open. But no matter how tired I am, usually I still can't fall asleep and for the next 15 or 20 minutes or whatever. So that's why I say a good hour, because you don't want to do 30 minutes and then you only be asleep 10 minutes after truly falling asleep. So give yourself a good hour of nap time aside from getting a sufficient amount of sleep during the night. Okay. I know for some of us, we are so booked and busy, that it may be hard. However, I'm telling you, you will feel better. You will feel, and y'all know what's crazy? What else I realized in that? Not only did I feel better, but I treated people better. Baby, when I tell y'all my kids, like, of course, y'all know I love my babies. Y'all know my babies are my world, okay? But honey, my attitude was so rude. They'll kind of say, "Mommy, Mommy." I'm like, "What? Like, what do you want?" And they did not deserve that. Well, DJ, he been acting a little. Y'all know my 5-year-old. He's 5 going on 55. Okay, so he's a little different. But none of them deserve that version of me. I didn't even deserve that version of me, okay? So I know my babies didn't. My babies didn't deserve that version of me. But I'm telling you, once I took that good old nap, it was like, Mommy, yes. How can I help you? Like, what would you like? Would you like chocolate milk? Would you like fruit snacks? Would you like A squeezy, we call, the little squeezies with the fruit and veggies, like applesauce in them. Which, what would you like? You can have it. You can have it, baby. And they can tell the difference. They really can. They can tell the difference because they're happier. They actually act better. um, but yeah, so I encourage you guys, please, please, please get some rest, okay? And I don't, whatever rest means to you at this point, because I can't even tell you how to rest, but get some, okay? Um, I'm still mind blown, honestly, at just how simple that was. All I needed was rest, and my attitude, all that was gone. It was gone. Like, Lord, you really be out here teaching us, so we just be taking it for granted, don't be listening, and be wondering why we be struggling, because we don't listen. We don't read the word and we don't interpret it right. But that's neither here or there. Um, Last thing I'm gonna say before we wrap this up, because y'all know I don't like to be before y'all long, right? So last thing I want to say is learn from your past. And I kind of mentioned it earlier, but learn from your past. Don't live there. Learn from it. Don't live there. Okay? And it's crazy because one thing I got from my sister Cherie, shout out to her. She'll be starting her YouTube next in a few weeks or whatnot. But um she always says, and this, y'all know I don't do verbatim because I can never remember verbatim, but she always says your horizontal relationships, meaning like your friends, the people you're physically around, right, is a direct reflection to your vertical relationship, meaning your relationship with the Father, with God. And every time she says it, I'm just like, baby, what's your cash app? What is because that blesses me. If your vertical relationship is off, your horizontal relationships are going to be off, right? So it kind of ties into the rest thing too, because like I said, once I got the sufficient amount of rest, I started treating people better. I wasn't so angry. I wasn't mad. I didn't have this bad attitude. I wasn't negative. You know what I mean? So once you fix your vertical relationship and make that a priority, it's kind of like you almost don't have a choice but to have positive and good horizontal relationships. You'll be a better friend, a better wife, better husband, mom, dad, sister, brother, whatever your relationship is with your people, you will be a better one once that vertical relationship with the Father is on point. And I'm telling y'all, God, I'll put it this way, God's word, like we try to churchify things so much, and I don't mean Christ church. I mean like churchy, just how can I put it? The the deep saints. You know what I mean? We try to churchify things so much that we miss the literal point of what the word says. You know what I mean? So just take that into consideration. One of my lights just went out, but that's okay. Take that into consideration, and from there, I promise you, your life, that new year, new me, will stick. We're gonna try these new things in the year 2023. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about, and to again welcome you guys to this is bothering me. But anyway, welcome you guys to the year 2023. Happy New Year. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to Luxe Avenue, the podcast. As you can see, and I'm gonna try to do this every single Monday or every single episode. I have my Luxe Avenue LA emblem um, embroidered sweatshirt on. I also have hoodies for the men and women. I have satin, baby, satin. Okay, satin robes for my ladies. Baby, them things are so soft. You can just sleep and cuddle right on. Ooh. But anyway, I have caps, all of that. Go check out my website. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put it up here for you guys. I want you guys to check out my website. You can view it there. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. And then just real quick, and I said I was gonna choose a not a winner, but I said I was gonna choose a family to bless on whenever the 7th was. I don't know. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. But I decided to wait until I got on here. So for all of my Indianapolis and surrounding areas listeners, I well, I'm gonna say this on behalf of Luxe Avenue, the brand. So that means the boutique and the podcast. I want to bless a family with some groceries, but I need y'all help. I need you guys to either send in an email, which let me put that up there. Send an email to this email down here, luxeavenuethepodcast at gmail.com, or you can text this number, um, 949-989 Lux, which is 5893. I want you guys to help me find a family to bless so that I can bless them with some groceries. Because, baby, the grocery prices nowadays, I seen, what was it? And I already know eggs and milk is ridiculously high. But it was something I seen that used to be like, what, maybe $2 or so, and it was like $5.99. I said, wait a minute here, what's going on? What is going on? And I know those of us with multiple children, some of us are struggling, trying to because these kids is growing and they eating and they growing and they eating and they growing and they eating. Have mercy. And I just want to be a blessing to, because God's been a blessing to me, and I want to be a blessing to um, my communities, to my people, right? So if you live in Indiana, for all my Indiana listeners, I want you to either email or text this number here and help me find a family to bless with some groceries, okay? Um, it don't matter. The only rule per se is that you live in Indiana. That's all, because I probably do delivery to your home, and yeah, it just gets out of hand when it's out of state. So help me find a family to bless with some groceries, and then we'll take care of that. And other than that, we are done, guys. This, I don't even know what this is. I just yeah. But anyway, thank you again for tuning in to Lux Avenue, the podcast. Make sure you guys visit my website here. Um, it's shop at luxeavenue.com, where you can find Lux Avenue merch. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram. This is my personal page, Aisha Always. Um, what else? I'm on TikTok too, but I usually just use that to scroll. I may post like little random stuff on there, but you can feel free to follow me on TikTok as well. It's the same, Aisha Always. But please, please, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which again is Aisha Always TV. Make sure to like this video, and if this has blessed you, I only ask one thing of you. Be sure to share it with everybody you know, okay? Be sure to share it. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. I will see y'all next Monday at 7 p.m. All right? Be sure to tune in. Peace.